kind of a nightmare because they started in 67, I think it said.
Well, you know how I always have my criteria.
You know what? I don't like your criteria.
Mine is easy. I'll tell you what it is right now.
It had to be on during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it had to be on during the Super Bowl.
Should we introduce? Did you?
Let's
start
introduce
the
ourselves.
show?
You start.
I know.
Go ahead.
Feels very different. Wait, did you actually say that what the show's called?
Yeah,
because I didn't hear.
Countdown. So you go ahead.
Right. Are you done? Here.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I Martha did.
This is not Real Idiots.
It was on. I turned it off.
Now we're pop culture idiots. Okay, so go ahead.
Are you going to
introduce yourself?
I thought you were. Okay, I'm Martha Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group.
This is a train wreck.
And on such fine podcasts as Pinheads, with my lovely co-host Teresa over there.
Did you call her your lemony co-host?
My lovely.
She's
lemony.
I said lovely.
I was gonna say I don't remember like a lemon scent when you left the room, Teresa, but
it's lemony.
I don't think it would be that.
I thought you were talking lemony.
Be that bad.
Yes.
Lemony.
All right.
There we go.
And then
go ahead.
Lemony Mao.
Hello.
I give up. That's it. No, I'm Chris Mao, co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and several hosts of several shows, including this one.
All right. And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group.
Right there.
And host of New Media Lab and Nuff Said, which has been brought up tonight, and This Week in Geek and all these other shows. And it's just
Did you know your new channel is going to be I Hate Hannah Montana?
Yes.
It's a new show hosted by Riley Southgate.
And if you haven't seen it, we have a YouTube channel that is starting to grow. So if you like video versions of things, check us out on YouTube. I just wanted to bring that up too. All right, let's get into this. So my criteria.
Oh, I got to look.
Not just
it had to be on it during the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Second time that joke's been used.
Hi, Chris.
My criteria, the way I went into it, I figured it had to be something that was memorable to me. Something that stood out. Because if it's all time, we've all seen these, this is a great Super Bowl commercial. And I was like, what are the ones that I could recall first and foremost? Then after I came up with some, I went back and I went to YouTube and I watched a bunch of top 10s.
Hey,
and there were
your notes beforehand.
What are you doing over here?
You mind your own business.
But I was. It's like
Nunya. It's Nunya.
She's like making a nest over here.
I just need a date.
But I basically went and looked at those and got a couple more that I hadn't remembered. But really, I just tried to stick with things that to me were really memorable. That's it. My criteria is pretty easy this time.
My problem is I can't remember 2 days ago, let alone what happened 30 or 40 years ago. So
sure.
I mean, there were things that I remembered, but then I had to get a little memory jog.
Sure. Martha,
what?
Are you doing this or should
I'm trying to find a date.
All right, Chris, let's hear yours. Give us one.
So my first one is Have a Coke with Mean Joe Green.
Yes.
The Coke commercial where
who could ever forget that?
Where he's walking on the tunnel, all beaten up, takes his jersey off. The kid goes, "Here, have my Coke. Take it, please." He downs the whole thing, and the kid looks at him like, "Dude, what are you doing? It's my Coke." He throws. He
looks all bummed as he's walking away.
And he goes, "Hey, kid," throws him the jersey. It is as feel good of a commercial as I think I've ever seen, and to me, that could be the number one. Although there's some competition for that.
I'm put me down.
Yeah, put me down for that one too.
Back to
I need it.
That one popped right into my head as like when I went, what are the Super Bowl commercials? Of course, right?
Is that 3?
That's 3.
This will be another compelling 2 minutes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, because there's so many, and I couldn't possibly watch them all.
Martha named a bunch in the car, and she did not name some of them that I have.
Yeah, this is going to be hard.
Go ahead, Martha. What do you got?
All right. I have to say 1984. Where's the beef?
Yeah,
iconic.
I didn't realize that was a Super Bowl commercial, but yeah, I mean everybody knows Where's the Beef.
That's
with Clara Keller. Yeah, where is the beef?
That's 2, and we're at 3 each.
Here we have Where's the Roast Beef?
I know.
But and people still say that it didn't, even though like people might not even know what that is anymore, like you don't think about it, everybody knows the phrase Where's the Beef? Whether you're doing it ironically or you say it, people say it.
So when I worked for Quiznos and worked for the corporation, that and Taco Bell, actually, both companies I worked for, they use the "Where's the Beef" example
Did you just seriously comment in my face?
As the pinnacle, like the greatest advertising commercial ever. Number one, it saved Wendy's. Wendy's was in trouble. Wendy's
and it was "Where's the Beef?"
Wendy's was going. They were going down. They were third in the hamburger industry behind Burger King and McDonald's. They were losing ground. They were losing shares of business. Their stores weren't doing well. The company they got, and I cannot remember the name off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I didn't even look it up. Came up with this "Where's the Beef?" Not only did it save Wendy's, it put them at number 2 in the burger chain industry, which was gigantic.
Wow, that's huge. Yeah,
I mean, it changed it was such an iconic commercial. It changed advertising. It changed the way people look at things, the way they do it. It was just an amazing thing all the way around.
And once again, I didn't realize it was a Super Bowl commercial.
But you had it?
But I have it, yes.
Okay.
I have it.
Can I borrow that?
Are you getting more notes?
No, I have to scratch off as I go. It's just a thing, but I don't have my pen up here. So.
All right.
Nothing like being prepared.
It's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is where it gets a little trickier because those first two were the top two that came into my mind. And then I remembered one that you didn't say.
Okay.
It's a McDonald's commercial. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, playing horse. It's the greatest. Don't get Molly started on McDonald's. I didn't hear a word
you said.
It's the one where they're playing one-on-one.
Who?
Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. And they're going off the building.
Oh my gosh, I love that commercial.
I know.
So we've done
because it's not on
our list.
It should be.
That when I was going back, and I'm like, what were the Super Bowl commercials? The honorable mention that we have that will be at the end
Super Bowl commercial
was also one, and it's not a Super Bowl commercial, but it fit with those are the ones that in my head I was like, these are the commercials.
Oh boy,
that one.
I think
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and think about it because of that commercial.
Yeah,
there was a Michael Jordan versus Larry Bird video game.
Yeah,
all right.
And it was its own industry.
So I've got a bump. I know which one I have to bump.
Hey, Nick, Joey, hello,
boys
in
the back.
Heat up, please. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Is it my turn?
No,
it's
three of us.
I feel like it's my turn.
No,
you're taking notes.
You were taking notes.
All right.
What? Go.
I'm gonna go.
30 seconds.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, really.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, now it's irritating.
It is irritating.
This girl is an irritating rash.
They just sat through Real Idiots. They know what irritating.
The 2003 Reebok commercial of Terry Tate as the office linebacker. When he keeps tackling everybody in the office, I die. I cannot stop laughing at just thinking about that commercial. And he all of a sudden there's just a woman standing in the back, and then you just see him run and just knock her. It just kills me.
I actually wrote down a line from it because this made mine, and it's one that I'd seen it, but I didn't watch it on a Super Bowl. Like it wasn't one that hit me. This is one that when I was watching, I was like, oh my gosh, this might be the funniest one of the commercials.
Do you have this?
No, I don't.
But I wrote down the line.
Absolutely.
At the end of the commercial, like the whole thing, there's just funny moment after funny moment. He even mentions TPS reports.
Yes.
But at one point, he tackles this guy. The guy's sitting there. And he just levels the guy, and he stands up and he goes, "That's a long distance call, Doug." Yeah. No, I thought I was going to die on that part.
Yeah,
I think the best line is, "No, it's game time is pain time."
Yeah.
Where the guy's playing solitaire on there, he goes,
"Yes,
game time is pain time."
Hi, Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah. Or when he's got the guy on the ground and he's going, "The copiers for the," he's screaming in the guy's face over who knows what. And then he stops. "Oh, hi, Janice." And then he goes right back to
yelling. That's amazing.
Not supposedly, the story is that was supposed to be a series, like a short series of a show.
Okay.
That there was this guy doing this stuff.
Oh, like a TV
series, and it didn't make it.
It would have held up long.
No,
enough.
it probably would have lasted for 2 weeks, and you'd been like, "Oh, this is great."
Because you would have been irritated by then.
Yeah. It would have been Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that's okay.
Molly, what were you going to say? Oh, the guy on the ground?
Yeah.
When yelling at him?
There were some great. That is a good
Chris's
one.
list.
So it's not on your list?
It did not, because I think there are better ones out there.
Really? All right.
So
what do you got, Chris?
Mine one is the Betty White Abe Vigoda Snickers commercial.
I don't know that one.
It was funny.
Okay, so there's people playing pickup football, and all of a sudden you see Betty White going out there to catch a pass. Betty White, like with a pink like kitten shirt, sweatshirt on. She goes out to take a pass. A guy tackles her, nails her into a big puddle of mud, and she goes back and she goes, "Man, you're really dogging me." And the guy goes, You're acting like Betty White out there.
You're playing like Betty White.
So then grabs a Snickers bar, takes a bite, and turns back into the guy that it's supposed to be.
Or whatever.
So then at the end of the commercial, Abe Vigoda, who is a favorite of our shows, goes out there and gets tackled.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I should have had a Snickers.
Should have had a Snickers.
Not on my list.
Not on my list. But it was funny.
It's a great commercial. So.
I thought the office linebacker was significantly funnier, but the Betty White one is funny.
All right, what do you got?
I can't believe you didn't see that one.
No, I haven't. Well, I mean, I probably saw it when I first came out. Don't remember.
So
you have way more than 5.
Oh, I have 25. There's
no.
I have stars.
I've only got one more that. See, there's a lot of them. We'll talk about some of these other ones. Mm-hmm. There's only one more that's on my list, officially on my list.
Okay.
And it's another one that I remembered, and I remember thinking it was really well done. When I watched it today, I still found myself laughing at it. And it's the guy's performance is great. It's a Coke and Pepsi commercial. It's a Pepsi commercial. And it's shot like from a security camera. And you see the guy, and he's filling the Coke thing. And then he goes over, he opens the Pepsi cooler, opens it up, takes a sip, and it catches as he's pulling away. And the entire cooler empties out Pepsi cans all over the floor, all over. So this guy's trying to get away with drinking a Pepsi. He's a Coke guy. And it's like just cans, and people come walking around the aisles, and he just like walks off like he didn't do it. It's funny. His performance is really good.
I know that it's a great commercial. So
yeah,
but it's not in my list.
Kind of takeoffs on that later, where they had the two truckers sitting there, and the Coke guy drinks the Pepsi, and the Pepsi guy drinks the Coke, and then the one is like takes his Pepsi back. You know, I'll just take that. Yeah, I did that kind of thing before, but this one.
You didn't pick the Michael Jackson one? I'm sorry. No.
Oh.
Or the Britney Spears one.
Too soon.
Well, did you? One that I think if you're talking about the Pepsi commercials is the Cindy Crawford one.
I didn't like that.
Well, so there's a commercial where Cindy Crawford drives up, and she's at the top of her modeling, very attractive. This is like 1983.
Right.
There's two kids checking her out. She gets out of this fancy car. She goes up to buy a Pepsi, and it's the new Pepsi logo. It's a new Pepsi.
Right.
It was like 93 or 92 at the time, and she's drinking the can and doing it very alluring and everything. And the kids go, "Man, does that Pepsi can look great?" And you're like, "No, you're not looking at that." So,
yeah.
That's in the Pepsi's been very innovative, I think.
Yeah.
And done a lot of stuff with that. So.
The other Pepsi one that I thought of, and it doesn't make my list because it's not the same. It doesn't hold like these do, but I think it deserves a mention. The one where the kid's on the beach and he sucks himself into the bottle.
Yes.
I think
the plastic bottle, the 20-ounce bottle, yeah.
That was a really funny commercial. It doesn't make my list though.
It doesn't into one of my worst fears.
Of
suffocation. So
I'm getting sucked into a bottle.
I don't want to get sucked into a bottle. Now I'm going to be afraid I'm going to go near a bottle and it's going to suck.
Is he wearing the beach hat and he sucks himself and the kid's like, and then his sister's like, he did it again.
Yeah.
Right? That's that one?
I can't put
It's a funny commercial.
It's funny.
But it's not. I think the guy with the security cam guy is way funnier.
Right. PepsiCo as a brand, because they're branded with Frito-Lay and all that stuff.
Right.
They do a lot of really good commercials because
they spent a fortune.
You guys may have put them on there or not, but there's been some great Dorito commercials. There's been some.
Your staff was talking all about the Dorito commercials.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
There's a Dorito 3D, which is pretty good. They do some decent ones, unlike the last one with the baby.
Idea.
So there's one where like the dad's eating Doritos and the wife is in labor, and he starts eating. He's like, "Oh, these are great," and then. I'm not going to go into it. It's very controversial.
Well,
okay, what's your next
one? I'm going to do one, and it's actually one that I'm actually removing from my list, but I wanted to say that I got it.
So I took it off.
I had taken off for that Bird versus Jordan.
Yeah.
But
so did you put it on the list?
Oh, I'm Bird versus Jordan. Yeah, you already got me.
That was quick. No, that's all right. So
okay. It's called Get a Dog, and it's from 2009. And okay. Just because David Duchovny narrates it does not mean that's the entire
is
reason.
Is this the rescue a dog one?
When the woman's got an emu,
yes,
and it's chasing the mail carrier, and then there's somebody's got like a rhino, and it breaks down their dining room wall and whatever, and then he keeps going, just get a dog, but it's like everybody's got these ridiculous the
animals.
Woman's got the wild boar in the back seat with grandma and her kid, and she's like, everybody okay back there? I'm like, no, we're not okay. I thought it was really a cute commercial, and it had nothing to do with the fact that David Duchovny.
I'm going to defend you. I'm going to defend her. She actually said, this is a good one. I'm going to put this down. And then she heard David's voice and went, oh, this goes on my list. So
it was on there. It was already on there.
No, that was a good commercial. That was the feels because.
But I'm taking.
I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago they were doing They did a lot of commercials that had to do with veterans, and there was a big, whatever the push was. They did a lot of amputees and the soldier ones. Like 2 years ago, it was like all I did was spend halftime crying.
Yes,
because you're like, oh, what can you do? So it was good that they could use that. Okay, so
all right, your turn.
My next one.
Yes.
Is going to be the Budweiser Toads commercial.
Oh, I hate that one.
Where they go, wise.
Why? It triggers my.
It does.
It's really not good for me.
Right.
It gets me very agitated, and I'll just spit it out. Just say the words. Yeah, it drives me crazy. I couldn't even. I was trying to watch it.
Do you remember it?
I just watched it on the way here, and I was like, I cannot get through it. It was. So no, it's not on my list.
But
it didn't make my list because it wasn't one that came into my head right away.
Sure.
But yes, that is an iconic Super Bowl ad. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to say that one,
you can say "What's up?"
As irritating as it is, that "Was Up" commercial.
Say "What's up?" But
you know what's funny?
No,
like I was irritated. I was over that by the time the commercial was over the first time.
It was fantastic though.
But watching it again today, it was the first commercial was actually pretty funny.
It just got beaten to death, like most things.
Well, but all of those get beaten. The Budweiser ones, they kill them.
They kill them.
That's the wasabi one.
Killed the frog.
Well, and Where's the Beef? Same thing. Yeah, it's like everybody parodies it.
Yeah, but you know what? The Where's the Beef had a little bit of legs because it was cute, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that was there. So
yeah. How about that Old Spice commercial?
Ooh,
what's
the
that?
one? It's actually
that just brings me back to my childhood on the way to church.
No, this is
my dad,
this is like 4 or 5
years
ago.
Smell and his Old Spice, and it's not happy memories.
Yes, it's nothing like that. Isn't he a football player? Who is that guy?
Was it Terry Crews? Was the first one?
Yeah. Is that who it is?
Wait, I don't know.
I can't remember. No, it's a football player. It is no.
But he
is it the Centaur one or the other one?
It's the first one, the one where he's talking about Old Spice, be all you can be or whatever, and the entire time, like, he's centered and he's talking, and the whole thing, like, his clothes are changing and the background is changing, and then at the very end it pulls away and he's sitting on a horse. And it was a really, like, visually interesting commercial. But I highly recommend going and seeing the making of video that's on YouTube.
Is it the Smell Like a Man one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was shot real time.
Mm.
That is one shot with them physically moving everything. It's a really complicated, it's almost like a living Rube Goldberg. Like you watch it, you're like, that's one shot. Holy cow. There's a car commercial that was not a Super Bowl commercial that's like that. I want to say it's Volkswagen. And they literally did a Rube Goldberg where they drop a ball and it's all the parts that make up the engine are the parts of the Rube Goldberg. So as it goes, they fall, they go like this, they do this whole thing. It's really amazing, and you're convinced it's CGI. I mean, there's no way. And then you watch the making of, and it took them like a week to make this thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it is real-time shot. It's incredible. Not a Super Bowl.
It's not on my list.
No. But that one, I had to give it a mention. Okay. I already said my list. I'm giving mentions now.
I still have one.
Wait, what else do you have?
What do you have?
What's up?
You're next.
Do you have 2 more?
I have 1 more.
Oh,
well, I have
you
kind
have
of
a
2.
lot there.
I only marked 6, so
1, and then I'll do 1 and finish.
I'm gonna say the GoDaddy kissing commercial.
The one with the guy with the.
I don't know that one.
Because there's this GoDaddy used to do supermodels to get people to look at their ads.
Right.
And then there's one where they show like this dorky kind of 19-year-old, not very attractive kind of nerdy kid, and the girl starts making out with him. Okay. Just to bring it up as an honorable mention, just as one of those commercials, like you're like,
it's one of those when you see it, you're like, what the heck am I watching? Like, it stood out.
Yeah, it was one of those standout.
Wouldn't make my list, but it stood out.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mark. You got one?
You have more?
I have one more.
Okay.
I have one more till we get the honorable mention in, the real honorable mention. You didn't like this one, but the Apple 1984 like commercial.
That one at all.
I loved it when it was on originally. It speaks to me.
You know, there was
I love it.
Stylistically, it was interesting. It was like an indie film. Like
it is, and it's unlike any other commercial you'll see.
It was endless. Like I just kept going, okay, get to the point. Like,
but it's 1984. Did you ever read that book?
George Orwell?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Did you see the movie? That's because it's a.
When that video came out, I had just read the book, and it was like in 2 minutes they made the book alive.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Well, I'll read the book, then I'll watch the commercial again and get back to you.
Okay.
But as it stands right now, it was a bit tedious for me to get through.
I thought the message was spot on and it was really good. It
was 1984, so
right.
It was.
The whole decade was tedious. The whole 80s was tedious.
Right.
My bangs were not tedious.
No.
And my shoulder pads
and your
were
big
not
red glasses.
Tedious. I'm waiting.
Your eyebrows.
I'm waiting for them all to come back.
She's
waiting
Mrs.
patiently.
Goldberg waiting to explode.
Oh my gosh, that would be my dream.
You're one yellow sweater away.
I'm jazzercising all over the place.
That's right.
All right. So my last one, other than we have a matching honorable mention that's not a Super Bowl commercial, but we're going to say it anyway. But my last one is the Paul Harvey God Made a Farmer for Ram Truck, and it came out in 2013.
Yeah, this one was knocking you down.
Well, you know what? I like things that make me feel and that make me nostalgic and make me feel like there's something right going on in our world. And so that one just does that for me.
So Ram Trucks did that for you.
I didn't care about the truck part, but the
farmer, the whole speech he gives.
Gosh, Paul Harvey's speech. I've always loved it. And
yeah, it's really excellent.
To see it put in that way and the way it was
shot.
Those
roles were great.
I absolutely loved it. And it gives me huge feels and it. Oh, I would like
only
that.
if David Duchovny reads it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then I just need to go home right now. You might not ever see me again.
Chris, you got any more?
Did anybody have that?
No.
I told you my five.
It's a good commercial.
Nothing here has been a dud.
No.
Right.
So I would throw another honorable mention was the Tabasco pizza commercial.
I don't know that
where
one.
There's this big old.
I don't remember that one.
Sitting there, he's taking Tabasco, putting on pizza, and eating it, and just sweating like a pig. A mosquito comes up and bites him and explodes. It's just to me.
I don't remember that one.
Anybody know that one?
It's just a funny commercial.
It's a good
not
one.
The greatest, but it's one of those like you look at and go
honorable mention.
Honorable mention to throw out there. So
all right,
go.
I'm going with it. This is my honorable mention, which Martha went on board, but she figured out that it's not a Super Bowl ad.
So we couldn't use it, even though it is one of our favorite commercials.
But when I say it, anyone that saw this will never forget it. The reason it didn't work is you won't remember the company that it's for, and that was the whole point. It was for Outpost.com. The commercial starts out with a guy sitting there, and he's like, we didn't have a big budget, so we bought this commercial, and we wanted to make it memorable, so we hired a high school marching band. And we really wanted to make it memorable, so we're releasing a pack of wolves. And the wolves go tearing out and start attacking a high school marching band.
And it's brilliant. It is so funny. But one, it never came out during the Super Bowl.
Right. And I thought it had. But
and two,
I think they said they didn't. I think they
disqualified.
Stopped it. I think they couldn't put it out or they didn't want
to. Is that what it was?
Well, no, the gerbil one.
The gerbil one is the one that they couldn't.
Hello.
Banned because they shot gerbils out of a cannon against a wall. And they'd show the live gerbil going into the cannon, and so I'm watching it going, okay, it's a little bit funny until I realize those are, like
we wanted to make this memorable.
It's so horrible, and
so
then I'm like, no,
this
is not even okay. This isn't even funny.
Through the center of our O.
So I mean, it's really wrong. But
I was driving, and she's watching this, and you just hear like,
and I'm like, okay, no, I can't even.
Okay, we missed that one.
No. I didn't make it to the end of the commercial, but that one was actually banned and for good reason. Yes. But I think that was the last commercial Outpost ever did, or whatever their name is. Yeah, Outpost. And I believe they're long gone now. I don't even know what they did.
I don't even know what Outpost is. They were like I think they were like a CompuServe or one of those kind of things. Like
but the
internet service
marching
provider or
band
something.
with the Wolves.
The marching band with the Wolves is the
brilliant.
greatest thing ever. It did air during a football game.
Oh, it was a college football game.
College.
So it doesn't count.
But yeah, if you're looking for if this had been Super Bowl,
yeah,
it would be
that might
easily
be
in my top 5.
Yeah, it could be top 5, but
no, it doesn't count.
So if we were doing best commercials of all time, that makes it for me.
Best commercial ever. It's not
in
better
the top
than
5.
It could be in the top 5. I don't know.
It is for sure for me.
It's good.
I love seeing high school marching bands get attacked by wolves.
Who doesn't?
I would watch that show every week. MTV needs to make that show.
It's called Buffy the Vampire
watch
Slayer.
that. It's awesome.
I would watch that.
Is that it?
All right,
So
you
what
don't
do we
have
got?
any more?
So the 3 that we agreed on, which were the first 3 that we said.
Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, it was the Mean Joe Green Coke, have a Coke, kid, or have a Coke. It was Where's the Beef, and the McDonald's Larry Bird and Michael Jordan.
I don't think you can beat that. I think that on any given night we might change it a little bit because we talked about a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But how do you argue with those 3?
You didn't talk about that one.
Which one? You know what? It didn't make it for me.
Okay. Well, why is it on your list?
Because I was thinking about it.
Oh.
The Volkswagen one with the Force when the little kid is dressed like Darth Vader.
Yeah, he's doing
it's a great commercial. But you know what? It doesn't hold it for me. Just like the kid in the Pepsi bottle doesn't hold it with this.
Okay. I personally, if I got to choose the top 3, would have that office linebacker in my top 3. It's
not all 3 of us agree to that.
I know. I'm telling you, I am.
You know what?
Morally opposed to this top 3.
I would actually bump Where's the Beef for that one.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Where's the Beef's great, but that Terry.
I don't laugh at Where's the Beef.
Terry Tate.
You absolutely have to. She's like, Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
I put it on my list because it's iconic, not because it's the best of them.
Right.
I would have the office linebacker. Absolutely. I could watch that a million times and I would laugh just as hard every single time.
That's a long distance call, Doug.
Yeah,
I'm going to start playing it at home.
Good, but
I'm just going to start tackling you guys randomly.
What's the difference? You're just now going to say it's because of that commercial.
I'm going to say now I'm going to do it loudly now.
Are you going to wear eye
and
black and
I'm going to put the white
football jersey on
under here
and dress slacks,
and I'm going to yell a lot.
So that's it. We're done.
What? No, I want.
No, we're not changing.
I want Larry Tate on there.
You can't.
I'm not getting Larry Tate.
I'm not voting for that.
We agreed to 3 with 3, and Larry Tate, even though I think or whatever his name is, should be on there. Terry Tate should be on there. It's Mr. Tate from.
I know Larry Tate is.
Yes,
but we got our top 3. So I'm going to mark it
top 3 with an angry
with a 3.1.
Yes.
I don't even think it's a 3.1.
So for May 14th, 2016, our top 3 Super Bowl commercials of all time, not in order, are Mean Joe Green Coke commercial, Where's the Beef?
Larry Bird
and Michael Jordan doing the playing horse.
And Tate office linebacker. We'll give it an asterisk right under.
Yes. And Chris, you can pick an asterisk.
You always get tied for thirds. I want a tied for third this time.
You're always the one who causes the tie for thirds.
I know. I'm causing it right now.
Chris, I tell you what, we can do a tie for third with the Betty White Snickers and Terry Tate.
There you go, Larry Tate.
You're playing like Terry Tate. Larry Tate is an actual NFL player.
Larry Tate,
but not was up. Sorry,
was up.
Sorry,
no, and
Tennessee.
not the Budweiser.
Come on, people are just like those frogs. They got like serious mileage off there.
It's like the California raisins. They just make me want to.
I don't what?
Go in a closet. I don't like the California raisins either.
What do you have against Marvin Gaye?
She doesn't.
I don't have anything against Marvin
what?
Gaye. I have something against the raisins.
Are you going to have a hard time seeing Sausage Party? Because it's like talking.
That? Is that like tickle?
It's like talking. It's like talking.
Hello.
Hot dogs and things. Are you going to have a hard time with it?
Of course, I'm not watching that.
She doesn't like.
I don't like.
What about the Bratzies from Yoga Hosers?
I don't know what that is, but I'm not watching that.
Is Michael Park in the movie? That's all I got to know.
As a Nazi bratwurst, I hope so.
Or a brown mustard, something.
It's kind of like Hogan's Heroes and sausage.
Make me hungry.
Too late.
You're gonna start serving that here.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Well, that's it. That's it.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. That one fizzled. We'll be back with another show in a few moments. Thank you, Blue Box. Thank you, everybody.
Or the football one.
I was thinking the one that aired after 9/11 versus the one that only aired once. But that's what I was thinking. There's too many.
There are too many. I had 10 or 12. So apparently